News First, Newsline with Faraz, Shauketaly.
And a wonderful morning to you. This is Newsline Live. We are broadcasting from the Newsfirst studios in Dawson Street in Colombo. And what a wonderful morning it is. It's quite lovely out there, actually. You need to drive around in Colombo at this lovely hour in the morning, because then you can really appreciate the stark beauty of our country as you're coming along Marine Drive, looking at the Indian Ocean. Wonderful place to be. And this morning, I thought we'd get someone on Newsline Live to talk about the progress that is being made, if any, towards anti-corruption measures, responsibility, and other political matters, including wastage, and what steps have been taken to stem all this. It is, after all, several weeks since we've had a new president and, of course, a minority government. And to talk about that with Newsline and with all of you at home is Mr. Vasanta Samarasinha, the convener of the Voice Against Corruption. Very good morning to you, Mr.
Good
Vasanta.
morning to you and all of you.
And what is the progress? What progress has been made in terms of accountability, in terms of responsibility, even if the economy is still struggling?
Yes, Faraz, after presidential election, the present president, Mr. Gotabaya Rajapaksa, gave so many advice to ministers and government officers, top rank of the institution of the government, and he tried to implement rule of the law. I think he tried, but something happened behind that because of the Prime Minister's, Mr. Rajapaksa's doing something wrong, and I think it's going to correct by correction doing by the President's House and President's Secretariat, as well as the people's mandate. The present government should have do lot of things on behalf of the people of the country,
right?
Because especially farmer, and we are starting Maha season right now. Now it's already going on. People are waiting to their fertilizer, and I am representing Anuradhapur area.
And is the fertilizer coming there, or is it?
There is a big shortage. That because of the paddies are growing, but fertilizer is still shortage. Then people are giving their contribution to that respective authority, but right now still they are not receiving their fertilizers.
Why is that? Have we not imported enough, or what's the problem?
I think so, because the government promised to the people they are going to give it free. Before that, the farmers should pay 500 rupees, 350 for fertilizers, and 150 rupees for one pack for an insurance scheme. The president, before electing the president, Mr. Gotabaya Rajapaksa, he promised they are going to give it to free.
Right.
Right now, the government it's already expensive 2 months. Still, they are not organized it to hand over the farmer, right? That's why they are facing this problem, because agriculture ministers and the farmers' respective authorities who respect for to hand over this fertilizer to the people is still not respecting, is still not responding. That's why.
But why? You know, in the last government, the Sirisena Wickremesinghe government, the government were very busy. They were very busy robbing the central bank, fixing tenders, trying to cut deals in the settlement of Sri Lankan airline issues, and so on and so forth. So they were rather busy. So people's issues, the economy and all that was in the back. So this government, why are they busy? Why are they not
That's I don't know why this government are busy, because of the Ranjan Ramanayaka's tape recorders. Oh, something. I don't know whether, but they should have responsible to the people.
Yeah.
The government should have respond. They are demanding. That means the farmers demanding.
Yeah.
So previous government rejected by the people. No.
Is it too early?
No, because when we are ordered to the fertilizer, we are importing.
Yeah.
there is so many agents.
Yeah.
Then government should have informed to them, we need this much of fertilizers, metric tons. Then they will bring it here. At
Can you
least
do that
1
in
month.
2 months?
No, it's more. It's enough more than 14 days. At least 1 month, it will be received to Sri Lanka. Then within 1 week, they can distribute among the country. We are not a big country now. But the government institution who are responsible for this issue,
Yeah.
still they are not responding for this.
But the port has about over 13,000 workers. So maybe that's not enough to unload the fertilizer.
No, that is not the thing for us, because there may be so many things to discuss regarding the port.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the people who are the farmers,
Yeah.
farmers are cultivating, they are waiting fertilizers. After 3 months, they should have get a harvest. 3.5 months, they should have get harvest. Between 3 and 3.5, they should have get it. Otherwise, fertilizer should have input to their paddy within 1 month after the planting. But the thing, right now we have expended more than 1.5 months. Still fertilizers are shortage. Then their harvest will be reduced. Then rice price will be increased with the new AI session.
Okay, so what about corruption and accountability? What about that? Are the courts very busy?
I think so. They are very busy because of that's why they are still not talking about the bond scam. And I heard about some ministers who are in the cabinet. They expose that, then they are exposing to the country their views. The bond scam responsible not the Ranil. It should be the Arjuna Mahendran. It's said
that's what the new washing machine is.
Yeah, it's all when the governments are coming, there may be a new washing machine. That's why previous government also have that kind of washing machine. That's why we lodged so many cases to FCID, CID, Bribery and Corruption Commissions.
But what's the point? The Ranjan tapes make it clear that most of these people have been talking to politicians.
Of course.
So Ranjan is only one. How do we know how many others?
Yeah, that is the thing. That is the point for us. How Ranjan is only one. Ranjan has already recorded it.
Yeah.
That's historical events.
Yes.
I think historical things happen right now, unfortunately or fortunately.
Yeah.
It should be released to the public, I think so. That because the people will get idea about the situation of who are the politicians, these institutions and peoples. Not only that, all other people, we can't heard about that, no, we can't hear about that, no. There's so many people have so many cross connection with the court, judge and.
Do you record people when you?
No, because of why? What purpose?
You have a smartphone.
No, I don't have that app. I didn't.
It was an Apple phone.
Yes, but I didn't.
You didn't put the app?
No, I didn't put the app to my phone. That is a very difficult, very. I don't believe it should be. It should be happen. That's why.
Because it's private.
Yeah, it should be private. That's why. But the thing is, we have idea about the society.
Has he spoken to you? Did Ranjan speak
Yes,
to you?
of course. I remember 2 times he has spoken to me regarding some, when I lodged some cases, when I complained to some cases, he also asking some details regarding that cases. Because of, just like you phoned me.
Yeah.
He phoned me, and so many people are calling me, you know.
So maybe he's a news gathering agency.
I think so.
One-man news agency.
Maybe.
He's asking you for documents, he's asking Shani for documents, he's asking somebody.
Yeah. Finally he released the, I think, I don't know whether what his idea and what his plan.
Yeah.
As you explained, maybe news gathering agencies.
Right.
So.
Thank you for your call, for your messages. This is your program, so you send us your messages that we can pose to our guest. And the number, of course, is 0772 300 305. Card coming up on your screen right now. And here's go. One of the first messages that came much earlier, I'll take that first. Somebody's asking, why is the central bank bond scam report not being made public? Even parts, the Attorney General says some of it they may need for evidence. Why can't we put the rest of the report out?
It's all the time regarding these issues, bond scam. It was a controversial issue because of the previous government. They have committed to that. Because of prime ministers and so many ministers, and we had eye evidence in the previous government finance minister Ravi Karunanayake.
Yeah.
He had to left to the ministerial portfolio because of he get some bribe from Arjun Aloysius.
We will have to say that is the claim. That's allegation, because obviously that's what you're saying. It's an allegation. But is it okay just to hang one person and say, yeah, fine, that's only one guy? So just only the Minister of Finance was involved. Nobody else was involved.
No.
There's no minister in charge involved, no Arjuna Mahendran, no Arjuna Aloysius.
When that time Minister of in charge to the central bank, Mr. Ranil Wickremesinghe, he was the Minister of in charge to the central bank when that time bond scam when happened.
Yeah.
Then Presidential Commission also report issues, but the Mr. Maitripala Sirisena didn't release it to the public, even respective authority. And after that, we saw the forensic audits. Forensic audits also done by the central bank. The final moments, in the last moments, it's not present to the Parliament. Parliament forog, and after that, we come to the standard order. It will be take 2 months to meet COP and other committees. But I think, Faraz, Parliament has a right, and members have to get copy from that forensic audit, because it's not belong to the Aegis department or some others.
Belongs to the people.
That is belong to the people. Who are the represented people? The members of the Parliament. Then I saw some ministers said Aegis department advised them not to release it to the Parliament. But Parliament is the superior, not the Aegis department. Then member of the Parliament should have a right to get that copy. But why the government are protecting that? Why the government are not releasing that? That because of the Mr. Wickremesinghe, and they are who are the responsible people, and we talk about them previously. This government also want to protect them. That's why bond scam not come into the discussion. It not come to the action.
But this is a wonderful thing. The first year was there was nothing wrong. The second year was no, nothing is wrong, and everybody's fighting until Mahendran left. But he left after the second scam was conducted, 7 times larger than the first one, and nobody's talking about that. This is the problem. You know, the former governor, Dr. Indrajit, he said, well, look, we've done a forensic audit, but the public don't know what that is all about. So the public's money is robbed. Your house is robbed in the night. The police come and investigate, and then the police say, we're not telling you what happened. We are not telling you what happened.
That's the people who are the affected people. People of the country.
So they are not being told.
They should know what happened to the robbers. But what will happen? They are getting some office in the Parliament also. That's the main thing. The one thing, Faraz, I want to mention to you, the bond scam, 2015, 27th of February. Since that, 2017, September, it was continued. It's not 1 or 2, I think, because there is a 2 years program.
We had another issue in March 2016.
That was some bonds issues, but the thing more than 200, I think 400 billion bonds was tendered on that period.
But 7 times the first one. Now, So what? You know, the thing is, there are a lot of owners to this bond scam. A lot of owners, people who want to own, take ownership, but nobody's taken ownership quite the way that News First has done. We exposed it. We've got people like you here on our programs, on different programs, on Saturday Face the Nation, you know, on many programs, including the long-forgotten Hot Seat. But all of that, News First has kept the story alive. News First has been doing it, even though it's taken 4.5 years. News First, not a week has gone by without one of our programs mentioning this and asking for accountability. We were the first to ask for the removal of Arjuna Mahendran. You know, the people of the central bank, they remember. We said that the governor must go. He must go. And it took a long time for Mr. Wickremesinghe, even the last minute, when President Sirisena was trying to appoint a new one, Mr. Wickremesinghe ran along to the central bank.
Yeah.
You know, he ran along. He wasn't even invited there.
Yeah. Faraz, as you explained, we had so many discussions.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, each and every program, I participate, so many people are participates, and you guys who are handling the program.
We had several people.
And we talk about that enough, I think so. If it is happened something, enough evidence and enough discussion and so many expositions had happened. But finally, nothing happened. The present government who came to power with the Gotabaya Rajapaksa, one of major promises to the people, that's why people are gave mandate to them. They will send jail who are the responsible bond scam. What happened to that? Now they are going to wash them. The new washing machines are functioning to washing Wickremesinghes and their groups. Finally, they will point out Mr. Arjuna Mahendran will be responsible for all, but unfortunately he is outside of the country.
But, but this is another question. Is Arjuna Mahendra Rajapaksa's overseas financial advisor?
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or in the past? I don't know. I'm asking you.
I think so. It may be. It may be because he has so many connections. Otherwise, how can he left the country? How can he be there like this? Now, this present government have a right to discuss with the Singaporean government and have a discussion, diplomatic ties with the Singapore.
Arjuna Mahendran, when during the public hearings, you know, the commission, the presidential commission hearings, I went there on many occasions, and we sat at the back next to the speakers because the AC worked well there. But Arjuna Mahendran always there. Every day he was there with a notebook, writing. Friday he'd be there. And then we heard, oh, you know, he's gone abroad. And then we're looking on for him on Monday, like clockwork. Some days he came in a tuk-tuk, some days he came in an old car, and he came in a crumpled suit, not his 2 million rupee jacket and all that. And he came there and he was writing. All of a sudden, bang, he's gone.
Yeah.
Right.
I also went to give my evidence 3 days. Yeah. I saw him behind the seat. Yeah. He's sitting there.
He was
he's sitting there and he's writing something. I don't know why the government allow him to go and watching it.
No, but that's all right. That's what I mean. They created this comfort zone so that you're used to him coming, you're used to him traveling abroad at the weekend, and on Monday he's back. And one day he just slipped out and he never came back. And, you know, and that's another thing. In this whole exercise of good governance and all that, now we have another strange case about the waste, you know, the garbage, the containers. Now they're saying that the government analyst doesn't have the sufficient knowledge or the tools or whatever, the testing equipment, whatever the reason, They can come up with hundreds of excuses. They say they don't have the means to test it, okay, properly. Okay. In that case, the government have one solution in their hand. They can cancel the license of these people. They can say, well, don't bring it. We're cancelling it, you can't do it anymore. But they don't even do that. So nothing is closed. There is no closure. That's what I'm saying. Like the bond, no closure. Tajuddin, Vikramatunga, Ekneligoda, no closure.
And Eastern Sunday attack also, maybe.
Easter Sunday, no closure. So what's going on?
Yes, Faraz, we should have a discussion with the people. The people have a big responsible for this regard. That because, as you mentioned, we are talking each time different type of discussion, different type of issues. But who will be the responsible to this? When the government came power, they should have a responsible to people. They are getting mandate from the people. After they come in power, they are forget it and wash in hand. That is happened previous government, and I think so present government also copy of the previous government.
Look,
yes.
Now I want to read a message out.
Yeah.
In the meantime, why don't you have a cup of tea, and I'll read the message out. You have a cup of tea, right? From the time Yapalane came in, there was a protest almost every day on the streets, and they were an absolutely lawless public nuisance. So what did they achieve, and how come there are no protests now? People are scared, are they? So what is the price of freedom which the people kissed goodbye to with the last election?
No, really the people will come to the street. That because of this government. No. Baya vela nemi. Really, it's not because people are accepting these presidents and government will do something. Because they are giving some time. People are giving some time. Now it's already expensive in 2 months. That's why I told you in my area, Anuradhapur area.
Yeah.
Some people who are fighting with the elephant.
Yeah.
There is so big trouble. So many struggle with the people and elephants in the district.
Yeah.
And fertilizer shortage.
Yeah.
Last week they went to some office, Rajangana Govijana Seva office, then they asking fertilizers. There are so many gathering the people, they are going to protest, but they are promises and still they are waiting. That's because of they are waiting to some months, to 6-7 weeks right now. People will come to the
Sajid Premadasa got this right. I heard him, I think it was yesterday. He said, so many things are happening, and the biggest item seems to be the tapes, the recordings. The whole government is talking about that. But what's happening about the economy? What's happening about
that's why I want to mention to you,
bringing in the dollars?
Yeah, they gave the big promises to the people.
Yeah.
The mandate from that. That's why Mr. Rajapaksa, Gotabaya Rajapaksa get promises, and the present government are forming after the election. The people are waiting and accepting the government should do these things. What's bond scam issues, an Eastern Sunday attack, who are the responsible for that? And also so many wastage, and so wasting the people's money, public money, just like agriculture buildings, they're expecting more than 25 million for a month.
They've paid 5 years.
Yeah.
They've paid 5 years cleaning, 5 years rent. Now they got 2 more years, so they can't do anything.
Yeah, I heard about the government took a decision to again went to previous building.
But they've got 2 years. Yes, but they've paid for 2 years.
Yeah, that's the thing. The new government also functioning like a fast government, previous government.
They can't do anything about it.
I don't know why the people.
I asked the Minister of Agriculture. He said, well, we've already paid in the old government. They've paid. Look, they took the lease out. They paid for 5
5
years.
years.
Then the 2 years, they told them at the beginning, we need 2 years to fix the building, to redo the building.
Yeah.
In between, they paid for the cleaning service for 5 years, including the 2 years
Yeah.
when the building was being made. So this is a complete waste of money.
Yeah, who are the responsible for that? Then this government should have take action against them. This is our public money. The people waiting and accepting government should do these things, and economy. What happened to the economy? Right now we have so many issues because of the oil price will be increased because the Iran and US issues.
Yes.
Yeah, there may be a big possibility. Then we wrote a letter to the president.
Yeah.
If there is any issues, if there is any war in that area, the US government have a right, US Army have a right to use our airport and port in Sri Lanka. That because of the AXA agreement.
Right.
We wrote to the president to abolish this agreement, who can use our land and our air because of the war. If we should have stopped that, otherwise we may have big damage.
Yeah.
In outside of this scenario, there may be a big possibility to increase fuel price. We should have earned dollars to pay that, but we don't have that much of money, and we should have created job opportunities. We should have strengthened our economy. But the present government, I couldn't see any proper plan to implement. And if they are motivating to people to bring the investment and make job opportunities and agricultural developments, but we can't see proper things to happening, then economy will not function like this way improperly. There may be a big issues. Government took a decision to cut down some tax income.
So do you think that because of this, do you think that the arrival of the Russian Foreign Minister, Sergei Lavrov, the Chinese Foreign Minister, Wang Yi, and the U.S. Principal Deputy Assistant Secretary of State for South and Central Asian Affairs, Alice Wells, do you think they're all here because of this potential for Sri Lanka being used? Or is it because of the UNHCR?
I don't know. I can't suggest it may be UNHCR or these upcoming war issues or problems.
Yeah.
You see, USA, China, Russia, all them have a superior power in the UN. Then I don't know what they are going to discuss with the government, but there may be a possibility to use our land with these upcoming issues, Iran and US issues. Then there may be some discussion not to allow, though I don't know whether it will be happen, or UNHRC issues. But the thing, we should have diplomatic ties with all other countries, as well as we should have a responsibility to protect our sovereignty. Otherwise, if we allow to use our land, our port, our airport to other army or other country, it may be damage to our sovereignty. That's why we wrote a letter to President, don't allow it. We don't know. We can see these three hierarchy officers to visit our country, and what they are accepting, we will see and wait.
Well, thank you. There's so many questions. Everybody's asking. There's another one. Look, most of these questions are about the bond, right? And anyway, one of them is saying here that the Singaporean foreign minister is coming. Is it about? But there's no talk about getting the bond man.
That's right. That's why Faraz, I told. Previous government, that's what's previous, before the 2015, Mr. Rajapaksa's government. The Wickremesinghe done plenty of job to protect all the Rajapaksa's families and all other who are victimized to the cases.
But you say that, but now with these tapes, we can see that the last government spent a lot of their time going after political revenge.
Yeah.
You can see. But do you know, Vasant Samarasinha, the time has gone. Do you realize we've been talking more than half an hour now?
Yeah, that's why.
so
That's why people are waiting. What will happen to the bond scam and Eastern Sunday attack? Who's responsible for that attack and all other expenses, unless useless expenses by the done by the previous government? But nothing happened.
And still the rules are being broken. People are being given offices in Parliament.
Yeah, of course. That I heard about that because of the Mr. Wickramasinghe also have some office in the Parliament. How he's only just he may be the leader of the party, but we have so many leader of the party in the Parliament, and also he's not the. He is not the important prime minister to protect that. That's like of security guard, wartime prime minister. Even just like previous prime ministers have had we had. Why is that? Who gave this? I believe
it is the same club. It's
yeah, they are in the same club, same clusters. They are protecting each others. Mr. Wickramasinghe protect previous government. Right now, present government protecting Mr. Wickramasinghe and who are the responsible people who support to them. That's the thing happening.
Well, thank you very much for being on Newsline Live. Do have your cup of...
thank you.
That's good tea.
Yes, good tea
Jones
from...
from Mr. Jones.
Yeah.
From A.F. Jones.
Ah, okay, yes. Good, nice.
Thank you. And that's the way it was on Newsline Live, including the cup of tea. Take care. Have a wonderful day ahead of you. And of course, God bless.
Newsfirst, Newsline with Faraz Shauketaly.